to finally become an octogenarian conjures up an image of a cranky contrarian. But compared to most, we're not old, that's for sure. We're just comparatively less immature. Connie's an Annapolitan, born and bred. She lives now in the old homestead where she grew up and went through schools and more or less conformed to rules. On Whimsy Cove the Werners dwelled. At boating their family truly excelled. And thus did Connie, their only daughter, learn to love life near the water. Then Connie, the family dwelling place, vacated, going away to become educated. She got her BA at the posh Wheaton College, absorbing there both style and knowledge. But her thirst for schooling was not quenched. This small-town girl eventually sensed that city planning was what she liked best. So she went off to Yale, the next stop on her quest. A Yale MA, though, did nothing to stop her. With a PhD from Cornell, Connie now was a doctor. Connie's father, who taught Naval Academy students, thought that Connie, a young lady of prudence, might marry a promising academy grad, but that was not the plan that his daughter had. Instead, in a breach of all conformity, in a step some saw as a departure of enormity, Connie did what one would least expect. She married a Peruvian architect. Abad, not Abad.
Yes,
Abad Ramirez was his name, and designing buildings was his game. And although from a background not patrician, Abad was also an accomplished musician. He came from Ancash, a land of soaring peaks, summiting which each alpinist seeks. Eventually, he moved to the USA, where before he met Connie, he had decided to stay. He brought to the new family 2 young sons, in whom both Anglo and Quechua DNA runs. Then Abad and Connie bore 2 girls of their own, whose respective talents each did own. Meanwhile, through all this, Dr. Ramirez pursued a career that today can only be viewed as an achievement most successful, although her life was never restful. Raising 4 kids and pursuing her professional call, Connie certainly has done it all. In 2 professions, she has shown her skill and demonstrated a strength of will. Raising 4, she saved historic buildings from predation and also excelled in the field of education. As an adjunct professor for 34 years, Connie imparted wisdom to willing ears of generations of lads and lasses who reaped the benefit of her classes. She taught at GW and George Mason how to preserve the history of our nation. And then Professor Connie did embark on 15 years teaching at College Park. What Connie taught in the evenings, she worked at all day, saving our heritage on government pay. She worked for the Army and the GSA and the National Park Service, and she did it her way. And so what we should do on this propitious day is to shout out for Connie, hip hip, hooray!